Witchfest today.
And this is the third year?
Yes, actually it is our third year. It's our second year on this beautiful Astro Place block. And I think it's a great location for us that eventually would be amazing, amazing.
I'd have to say every year has gotten better. And are you finding it's getting any easier to do every year?
Yes and no. This was too much of a year of me doing a lot of things by myself, but as of next year, it definitely will be a lot easier because delegating. I'm delegating. Gotta learn to delegate.
And there definitely will be a next year?
Yes, we are doing this next year and right here.
Excellent.
Yes.
And what are you most enjoying about this process so far?
Of all of it all for Witchfest, actually, I'm enjoying most the camaraderie. The everyone saying that they love being here, of the different groups and traditions, and they're saying to me, this isn't that what we're here to do, to be here for one another and to make this successful, and they're glad to be here. And that made me feel like this was all of it this week, the chaos and everything is worth it.
Yes, indeed.
It's absolutely worth it because I'm privileged and honored to have you here with us.
It's my great pleasure.
All these amazing vendors and information groups and, you know, with all their traditions and everything. And it's just a way that they make you feel of how much we as a pagan group, period, can get together and do interesting things.
But you know, I have to say that's one of the things about your temple that I like also. That it's so very accepting, so very open to people, and is really a wonderful place to be.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you say is your guiding philosophy?
Wow, that's a big one.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah. I guess the philosophy to me is, for the temple especially, myself and Luna think that it should be something that's open to everyone. We don't dictate how you choose to be a witch or how you choose to be doing your ritual. We do public rituals where we kind of do a general kind of thing for everyone so that anyone of any tradition could come and participate. But I think the main thing is to realize that everyone's an individual and allow them to be that individual witch.
Wonderful.
You know, and I think we have to, as people would say, elders or priests and priestesses, I think we have to respect people's individuality. And that, I think, is what we try to do here. We try. I don't know if we accomplish it entirely, but we certainly do try.
I had the great privilege of attending your moon ritual last night.
You were so happy to have me there.
It was in a park.
Yes.
Surrounded by all kinds of people who are not part of it.
Yeah.
And everything was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. We were able to create such a nice space, and the energies from everyone, you know. And strangely enough, I met people today who said, I'm coming to your full moon tonight, I'm so happy to come. And then I was like, we had it last night because we just will be too exhausted to do it. And then they're like, I missed it, you know. So they were, because usually we are known for being precise with our dates and everything. So that's why they were surprised, you know. So I said, sorry, we had to kind of deal with us doing too many things at the same time.
So next year.
Yes, I'm already thinking of next year.
What would you say to people who are watching this, who are deciding if they want to come or not?
I think you'd be doing yourself an honor and us an honor to be here. I think the whole idea is to leave behind, I hate to say this about the pagan community, but I think we need to leave behind all it's about my group kind of a thing, and look at the bigger scope of things and kind of go, there's more of us. And if we don't decide to unite as a community, they'll divide and conquer us, and we will not survive. It's the reason why, even with the community board, when they said to me for approval, they were just one part of the process, and then the city was the final process. But they actually said, groups like this are known as wishy-washy. They don't hang around very long. So already they have that concept of the way pagans are, and that's what we were fighting with the community board. They weren't judging us on a group just doing this. They were judging us on just as a pagan group in general. And I was glad when the city saw everything and looked at everything and looked at the fact that what we got approved on last year and what we're being is the same thing. They were like, we don't know what they're talking about, you guys are approved. And it made me feel like the city tries to be very general, whereas boards may try to be other things, but that's okay.
Yes.
You know, and I think if we all kind of get together more and be there for each other as a community rather than trying to divide ourselves, we will survive. We'll prevail and we will persevere and be who we want to be. We can still be those individuals groups. I'm not saying not to be. I'm simply saying we have to learn as single groups to come together and be a collective group.
Wonderful.
You know, and put aside our differences, put aside our whatever past things that they think that's going on and let it go. If you don't do that, you hold on to things and it festers. For what reason?
Yeah.
You know, all we do is end up hating one another for no reason and holding back one another for no reason when we could be moving ahead together. You know, it makes sense to me anyways.
Absolutely.
You know, did that answer your question? Or did I kind of rat-tat?
No, that was very good. If people would like to learn more about WitchFest USA, WitchsFest USA, or if they'd like to learn more about your temple, where would they go?
You would go to www.witchsfestusa.org, and that's for witchfestusa.org. And for the temple, it's to wiccanfamilytemple.org. And if you go there, pretty much you would see all the things, all the amazing people. And we are happy again to have Aldo doing another video of everyone and how much more there are of us this year. And it just shows promise for the years to come.
Yes, indeed.
We will fill this street up. We will get all the things that we want to get to have it even more successful as time goes by. We definitely will be doing that.
And wait, would you say you have about twice as many booths this year?
Forget twice as many. I think we have a lot more this year. And I see such potential. I see such promise of things to come that I'm quite happy.
Wonderful.
Yeah. You saw me last night going crazy, and here I am today. I'm happy with a smile on my face because this makes me feel hopeful and happy, and I'm grateful for that.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
You are quite welcome, as usual. Quite welcome.
Hello, my name is Qumran. To my family and friends, I'm known as Q, and I'm happy to be here today.
And where are we?
We are in the fabulous, greatest city on earth, New York City, down in the village at WitchsFest USA.
And are you having a good time?
I'm having an awesome time.
And what have you enjoyed most so far?
I've enjoyed the people most. First of all, we don't often come into the city, but even so, we are known in wide circles, and I see friends wherever we go.
That's wonderful.
Also, I've had an opportunity to do several readings for folks, and that's always a pleasure. Just helping people and being of service.
And what all kinds of things do you do?
Well, aside from tarot card readings, psychic readings, I write a bit. I publish a book every now and then, and also much in the way of counseling, teaching, conducting classes. It's just been my way of life for many, many years.
Very good. And if somebody was watching this and they were thinking of whether or not to come out to the event, what would you tell them?
I would say by all means. For those people who are familiar with our sort, everyone who is in love with nature and follow various nature-based religious and spiritual paths, we know what this is all about. We love to collect and congregate with people of like mind, but also for people who may have questions about what this is all about. This is a fantastic way to be able to come and see for yourself at your own pace, to mill about and see what people are into, what they're doing, and see all of the smiling and happy faces that we have here. By all means, welcome.
And we're right out on the street where anybody can come out.
Yes.
And I think that's a wonderful thing. It does definitely make a certain atmosphere. And do you enjoy that level of accessibility?
Yes. Yes, very much so. Because you know, in some ways, I'm both a New Age 21st century guy and also an old-fashioned kind of guy. But one of the good things about the 21st century is how stereotypes are slowly dissolving and going away. What people used to think about witches and Wicca and paganism, those things are, those stereotypes are slowly giving way to actual knowledge, first-hand experience, when people realize that we are very much like everyone else. We are everyone else.
Wonderful. If people would like to learn more about you, where would they go?
Well, the best place to do is to either Google my name, QumranTaj.com, or rather go to my website, QumranTaj.com. QumranTaj.com, or just Google my name, and I'm all over the place, so what can I tell you? I can't hide. There's nowhere I can hide.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir. Have a good evening.
And you too.
I am Reverend Elizabeth Hamilton.
Reverend Alyssa Maxon.
And we're here at WitchsFest USA.
Yes, we are. Finally. 2 miles of walking.
Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes! Yeah, it's great.
It's wonderful.
Great. Little pagan paradise in the middle of New York City.
And so tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you do.
We are the co-heads of the Temple of the Dancers of Shakti, and we work pretty hard doing that. We've been doing in-person rituals. We just held a big weekend camp out for Litha, and you know, generally we just get around and have some fun. I'm head of the Order of Artificers, and I do a lot of the tradition crafting and banners and sewing, and Liz is a wonderful wordsmith.
Yep. Head of the Order of Wordsmiths, or, well, Department of Wordsmiths. We're also world walkers, which is a wonderful order dedicated to walking between the worlds and healing the earth energetically and such.
What would you say is the most interesting and exciting thing that you do out of all those things?
Oh dear.
Do I have to pick just one? World walking, I think.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah, probably the world walkers. Close second would probably be all of my stitch witchery.
Yeah.
I have fun with my stitch witchery.
She's amazing.
Wonderful.
I do.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, we're excited because tonight we are officiating Reverend Phoenix's initiation.
And it's a 3rd degree initiation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 3rd degree initiation.
It's actually going to be the 2nd 3rd degree initiation that we've done. Because the first one that we did was about, what, a couple of days late after our own.
Very cool.
Which is quite interesting.
Yeah, Liz and I were 1st degree initiated at Lustration in April in Illinois.
3rd degree.
Oh,
What did I say?
First. Just start over.
Whoops. Go ahead.
Liz and I were 3rd degree initiated in Danville, Illinois at the recent Lustration, and we got to help officiate at Lady Lily's initiation about 2 days later, and now we are officiating for Reverend Phoenix. So we are like 3 3rd degree initiations in 3 months here.
Would you say you got thrown in the deep end rather suddenly?
It's
But we've
awesome
been living in the deep end.
Yes.
For a couple years now.
I've been in the tradition since I was 16, and it has been an amazing life journey. I could not imagine a better place.
Thank you.
And
It's our family.
it is. It really is.
family.
It's home. The first time I remember meeting you, Lord Don, I felt like when I walked in the Gray Elephant building in Houston, Illinois, I was coming home. I was home. And it was the most amazing thing.
Same here. Same here. It's home and it's family, and there's no way to explain it until you meet fellow Corellians. Come to Illustration, come to a Corellian temple, come see us. We are out there. We are. I promise you. We're not hard to find.
You're not alone.
And it's the most overwhelming sense of spiritual family you'll ever feel. It's amazing. And we're happy to be here, even though it's not illustration, because it's just great. And yeah.
Community and fellowship. And
There's,
so,
I might have
Yeah, it's one of a kind. One of a kind. We are a one of a kind bunch, that's for sure. So if you guys want to find out more about us, you can visit our Facebook page. Just search Dancers of Shakti. Or you can email us, dancersofshakti@gmail.com or lizhamilton88@gmail.com. And
you know what I mean? Email her.
okay, email me.
Mine's too complicated.
Yeah,
but if you need to learn more about the Corellian tradition in general, Corellian.com is a wonderful resource. Witchschool.com is a wonderful resource for Corellian studies and pagan studies in general. And we're out there. Work your heart out. We're there. We love you. We're waiting for you.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Thank you.
Yay!
Hi, I'm James Isidorus, the Iseum of the Sacred Lotus.
And we're here at WitchsFest USA.
In beautiful New York City, Astor Place. Home of the gods, right?
Yes, indeed. And would you like to tell us about your Iseum?
Our Iseum is an Icean tradition-based temple, a living temple actually. We are connected with the temple in Geyserville in California, which is under the umbrella of the Fellowship of Isis International.
And what kind of things do you do?
Publicly, we do a lot of charity work, of course. We raise money and donations, public awareness of Iseum, and in our group as members, we study a lot of Isaic history, rituals, meditations, but it's modern Iseum in the 21st century. We're not a Kemetic Reconstructionist religion or anything. We're bringing Iseum into the 21st century to make it relevant for today.
Wonderful.
Inspired by the past.
And are you enjoying the event here today?
Oh yeah, the sun is out, it's a beautiful cloudless day, and there's a lot of entertainment and lots of educational speakers that I'm looking forward to hearing and soaking it all up.
What has been the most enjoyable thing so far?
It has been meeting Dawn, because I was looking forward to that, and it's been catching up with old friends I haven't seen in a long time. I know a lot of the people here, and because I travel a lot doing Iseum of the Sacred Lotus and Offset Gypsy, I never get a chance to really come into my backyard in New York City and get to mingle with my friends. So that's been the exciting thing so far.
Are there many events like this in New York?
They are sparse, the ones that I know of. The only other one I really get a chance to attend is an event called New York City Pagan Pride. And I enjoy that one as well too. It's a little bit bigger than this. This is a little more intimate, and that's what I like about it. The other one is either held down at Battery Park or Washington Square Park. And it's a really fun-filled day with a lot of extraordinary speakers and lots of groups that like to share what they do and get to make new friends, see old friends, and the like that.
And if people would like to learn more about you and your Iseum, where would they go?
You could go two routes. You can go through Facebook and look up the Iseum of the Sacred Lotus, or you can go online to aussetgypsy.com, which is AUSETGYPSY.com, and find out more information there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You have a lovely day.
You too.
I hope that you enjoyed that, and you'll join us for more of our coverage of WitchsFest USA 2014.